Look, man. Look, this is what I want to say. Um, I noticed that I would say a lot of our people they will say, okay, those people get on on a so-called white man's platform and they talk about so-called white people. This is what our people will say to justify it. They'll be like, well, because there was a brother on YouTube that would say that. He said he told this girl in an interview, well, look, when y'all get on there and y'all say certain things about white people, they so-called they eat it up. They don't come after y'all like that. Like y'all go after each other. If you say that a so-called white man or white woman got like they flat bottoms and all that kind of stuff, they don't get mad. They suck it and eat it up and all that old kind of stuff. And when you call, like they'll say things like, "This is how the Uncle Toms and all those other people would do." They'll come at me like, "Well, when y'all call the white man the devil and y'all do all these different things and this and that and the third, they eat it up. They don't get mad and they don't come after y'all and this and that and the third. You know, just doing everything they can is to taking up for their enemy Esau." And this is what I refer back to them. I say simple word. They supposed to because they know they're wrong. Just like if I know that I'm wrong about something and I got, let's say I done something wrong, or if I stole a brother's candy bar or whatever, and then I get mad with them because they caught me stealing their candy bar, or they caught me doing something that I shouldn't have been doing as far as whatever it could have been or whatever, and I turn around and get mad with them, or I get mad, I go and they come home, or they catch me stealing a microwave, or I'm just making up something, and then I get mad with them and say, "What you doing in here?" or whatever. I have no right just to get mad at them because that's their property. What I'm gonna get mad for? I'm supposed to eat it up. I'm supposed to suck it up and accept responsibility for my action. So just like when you do something wrong, you have a right is to address the things. You see what I'm saying? So when you say things like, well, they can at any point, do they come and take your platform down? Do they come and do this? Or do they come and do that? They ain't not supposed to. Because if something is correct and it's right, it's right. It is what it is. They supposed to accept it and eat it up, just like so-called black people, so-called people of color. When we do something wrong, what do we do? Of course, we can not acknowledge when we do something wrong, but I'm just saying, um, we know when we going off and we know when we doing wrong. You see what I'm saying? You have a natural instinct in you that says, look, this is not right. This is what's right. You do this. This is right. Keep the commandments or whatever it may be. It can be something simple as, now you know you ain't supposed to sit down in your house and not wash your dishes or whatever. Your family just told you wash the dishes or whatever. Or your parents just told you, and you know, I want you to do all the cooking. That would be wrong. And somebody called me out on it. Why would I get mad with them? I'm supposed to eat it up because it's the truth. So this is what I do. They'll say, well, you on a white man's platform at any point in time, they control it. They can take your platform down because you talking about them, but they don't do it. They let you get on there and speak and say whatever you want to say in spite of you. They'll say, I'm just saying, this is what the justification that our people use when it comes to protecting their oppressors. They supposed to accept what we say. Just like when they go into the schools, they kill our people and stuff like that. What do? For the most part, our people forgive them for what they do. Just like Dylan Roof, when he went into the so-called black church, and I think it was in Colorado or some part of California, I believe, and shot and killed 9 black people or more in cold blood. You can go watch the video how the woman, she said, we forgive you. She didn't come after the so-called white man with a gun. She didn't come. We didn't do that. We didn't say, well, we're going to go and do it, but we don't incite violence. We do not incite violence, but they do it all the time. They've been doing it for centuries and decades. Ever since Bible days, they was killing our people. But our people still is under the spell of Christianity, and they say, well, we forgive you. We give them another chance. So we don't come violent. Ever since I've been on YouTube, I don't come violent, but I do speak out against the violence. I do that. And we are only saying that we say he's the enemy because he is deceiving people. They are the ones that's killing our people in the streets. We not out here doing nothing wrong. We ain't doing nothing wrong but minding our own business. We not a hate group. You know what I'm saying? But whatever God hates, we hate it. But we don't walk around. You don't see the Hebrew brothers on the streets walking around inciting violence and all that kind of stuff. Go do this. Go do that. Let's go do this to Esau. No, we don't promote that. They don't promote that. My brothers encourages us as Hebrew brothers is to do right by them and let God take revenge, because vengeance belongs to him. We understand that. We don't go out there and try to take matters in our own hand. Of course, we tell the truth. We take the Bible. Our Hebrew brothers on the streets, the ones that's on the streets, they take the Bible and they reprove them and let them know who they are and what they are according to the Bible. But as far as being violent against anybody, they are nowhere near that. We don't incite no damn violence. All we do is tell the truth. All the Hebrew brothers do on the streets is tell the truth when they're out there. We don't encourage our people to say go around and be violent to the nation that's doing us bad or wrong. We don't do that. We stand, according to the Bible, we stand and we quote it out the Bible. Everything that we say, we get our brothers. Now I'm new to it, so I'm at the bottom, so I can't sit up here and compare myself to the brothers that be on the streets, because they put in more work than I do. But I'm setting the tone, and I'm going out there and I'm starting small. But as I build, in the process of me building myself up, I am still going to go out there from time to time, and I'm going to, especially when the Most High, the Spirit impresses me to do so, I'm going to do that. I'm working on myself. I'm working on myself, getting better and better. But I'm in no ways, I don't walk around inciting violence to encouraging my people, hey, let's be violent toward Esau, the white man, so-called white man. No, I don't do that. We just give them what I'm going to do is just give them their judgment, take them to Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1 and say they're going to be servants, and they're going to be servants in the kingdom. They're not going to be equal to the Israelites. That's all I can do. And then I go to Revelation 13 verses 9 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity of slavery will go into slavery. Ain't nothing wrong with me. That's not inciting violence in this country to the so-called white man. We waiting on the moving of the Most High God. We just tell them our people just tell them their judgment. And that's what I want to do. Tell them their judgment and be done with it. It's not about inciting violence against those people. And I say this for the sake of my parents. I don't want my parents, and I don't want you to misunderstand me. I'm in no ways wanting to go out and encourage my people is to go around and do violence and harm to no one. That's not what I'm here to excite. Because see, my Hebrew brothers is teaching me. because I go online and I look at and I watch the videos of my brothers. They encourage me is to rule in righteousness. That's what they encourage me to do. When I look at the videos, sometimes they'll come on my video. The brothers that come on my video, they encourages me. They give me like a thumbs up, and like a muscle, like shalom, brother, or something like that, encouraging me. They don't encourage me, telling me to go out there and do violence like that. That's not what we encourage people to do. That's not what they encourage me to do. We're not a violent people. I'm not a violent person at all. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't encourage that. I'm encouraging my people. I want to encourage my people when I go on the streets. Just come back to the commandments of the Most High God and keep the commandments, just as they encourage me. And I want to pass it on to my brothers and my sisters. Now, when it comes down to asking questions about who is salvation for and all that type of stuff, then I'll just have to tell them. You see what I'm saying? Salvation is only for the Israelites. You know what I mean? It's not so much, it's about calling out the so-called white man, but it's more to it. It's about telling our people is to come back to God and keep all 613 commandments to the best of our ability. That's what I'm doing. Not violence, because even in the kingdom of God, there's not going to be, our people is not going to be ruling in no damn violence. You see what I'm saying? My Hebrew brothers is not encouraging me is to go out and take matters in my own damn hand. That's not what we're here to do. My Hebrew brothers encourages our people is to come back to God and keep the commandments. Now, if they ask questions of who Satan is, and he is a man, an actual man on the planet, which would be Esau. And the so-called white man, the people that call themselves white, they do fit all those characteristics. Are we being violent because we're saying that? No. That's not being violent. That's just giving you the reality and the truth of what it is. That's all we're doing. So, okay, let me, okay, I kind of hit that thing there. Yeah, that's all I'm doing. So when people come up and they say, "Oh, you this and that," it's not just about going out there just rebuking Esau, although that's part of it, but it's my Hebrew brothers, and I'm gonna reiterate this one more time because I want to make sure that my family understand this here and everybody else who watches video. My brothers that I watched on YouTube from 2018 up until now does not encourage me, nor any of the other people that they teach is to go out and be violent to so-called white Esau like they're doing to our people. That's not our job. Our job is to come back and keep the commandments. Those are punishments that the Most High God put upon our people for going off and not keeping the commandments. Our job, we don't teach to go around, and that's what they teach me. Don't go around and take vengeance in your own hand. So I listen to my brothers as they teaching me according to what God is telling them to teach me. In essence, I put that into practice, and I try and I do everything I can according to the strength of the Most High God is to live that life. I'm not just on here just talking just to be hearing myself talk. I don't do that. I just want to make myself clear, and I want to make sure I make that clear. They don't encourage us is to go out and be violent towards so-called white people. They're encouraging us. Now, if they come up and ask the question about what their judgment would be, we just have to open up the Bible and just tell them. That's it. You open up the Bible and you speak the truth. When you open up the Bible and tell the truth about what their judgment is, which would be that's not being violent. That's saying that they get the judgment of what the Most High say they would get for what they have done to the so-called Hispanics and blacks, the real Jews. Is that being violent? No, that's just saying you got to pay for your crimes. You got to pay for what you do is wrong. That's all it's saying. It ain't nothing. If you do wrong, it comes back on you, Esau. When you do wrong, Esau, it comes back on you. That's all it is. This is biblical. This is not nobody inciting violence to the other nation. I love my people, and we just saying, hey, when you do wrong, it comes back on you. That's what we're saying. You can't do wrong, like the older people would always say. They'll say, you can't do wrong and get by. You keep on, or either they'll say something like, it's gonna catch up with you. Just keep on, or they'll just say, just keep living. Y'all remember that? How the older people, they would tell you certain things like, now, it doesn't mean we're not going to rebuke Esau now. Don't get it twisted. We're going to rebuke him now. But our main focus is to get our people, like they trying to encourage us, is to keep the commandments and things of that nature. Wear the fridges and things of that nature. Wear them throughout your generation. As long as you continue to regenerate the earth, teach your kids. Keep the commandments. Teach them from a young age, you know? So on that note, I'm gonna get up out of here, and I feel like if y'all want, if it's anything that y'all feel that I left out, put it in the comment section. You see what I'm saying? Put it in the comment section and everything, and just make sure y'all let me know what y'all want to me to talk about. All right, I'm out of here, and I'm gonna see y'all later.